It's now time for Around Town on KWN Community TV Channel 7. The views and opinions on tonight's program are not necessarily those of the staff nor the management of KWN TV 7 and Dade County Broadcasting Incorporated. Now, let's go Around Town on KWN TV 7.
Hello out there. I swam in here today. Everybody, you know it's wet. But we have some good guests today. We have a little guy that wrestles here, and you've got to meet him. He's a real smart little guy, and he's going to state, and I'm going to have him come on here and tell you about how well he did this past weekend and about going to state. I have Mr. John Taylor, who is running for the Trenton City Police Commissioner. He's going to come on here and talk to you a little bit. And for those of you who don't know John Taylor, all I can say is you hadn't been here very long if you don't know who John Taylor is and you live in the city. And then we have Jessica Westmoreland. She's got a couple of things she wants to tell you about finishing up your taxes this year. And then I think we're going to have our very own Mr. Alex Case. He's going to talk to us a little bit about the weather and tell us what we can be expecting, because we are looking for a lot of rain. It's President's Day today. That's why I'm sparkling here. I've got my little red, white, and blue necklace on. Hey, and let me tell you. Let me show you. Nobody wants to come on here and do the show with me, so I just brought my own, folks. Look here. This is President Kennedy. I like President Kennedy. Even though he was a Democrat, I like him. And look here. Now, this was my favorite. Ronald Reagan. That was my favorite, my all-time favorite, until Trump came along. Now, he's my favorite. You all know that. If you watch the show, you know he is my favorite. I mean, I had my best year in business ever last year, and I credit that to Donald Trump. And here's my other. Someone got me this for Christmas. No, my kids got me this for my birthday. That's what it was. Now, this is my little Trump doll. Listen to this.
From this day forward, it's going to be only America first.
That's why I love him. But hey, I didn't leave anybody out. For those of you who still wishes we had Hillary, we'd gotten Hillary, I even brought her today. In her little pantsuit. So, see, I can be a good sport. But anyway, we are going to go straight to our guests because we have several and we don't want to cut them short. But, so anyway, I'll just take a quick break and I'll be right back.
At Comfort Gallery in Kimball, you can truly shop for any piece of furniture from any of our manufacturers. Drop in today and use our in-store kiosk. It's over 40 inches of full color, completely interactive for ease of use. And yes, you can shop all of our manufacturers for virtually any piece you may be looking for. Come to Comfort Gallery in Kimball to find exactly what you need for your home using our kiosk to shop from all of our manufacturers. Free delivery and setup, 1 year free layaway, and 6 and 12 months same as cash available at Comfort Gallery, 780 Main Street, Kimball, Tennessee. Gigabit Internet residential service is now available to customers of the North Alabama Electric Co-op with NAEC Fiber in Jackson and Marshall County. Residential gig service is now available for only $79.95. Call today to have your gig service installed at 256-437-5000. High-speed fiber residential gig internet service now available to customers of the North Alabama Electric Co-op with NAEC Fiber. Business and commercial customers can get gig service too. Call for pricing 256-437-5000. Gig service from North Alabama Electric Co-op, 256-437-5000.
Come hungry and leave satisfied at Cloud's Pizza, Highway 71 in Higdon. Cloud's Pizza uses only the freshest ingredients, and we hand toss our own pizza dough. Our pizzas are made from scratch when you order, so they're always fresh. And don't forget about our famous Sand Mountain cheese sticks. You can eat from the daily buffet or try a mouth-watering hamburger or cheeseburger. Come see your friends at Cloud's Pizza, Highway 71 in Higdon, and never leave hungry. Call ahead at 597-3100 for Cloud's Pizza. Visit us on Facebook at Cloud's Pizza and more.
Come see us at Cloud's Pizza.
Georgia Northwestern Technical College is now accepting applications for classes. We offer programs in business, health, industrial, and public service at 6 campus locations with financial aid options as well. Take day, evening, or online classes to get your degree, diploma, or certificate. Apply now. Drop by one of our campuses today or check us out at gntc.edu. Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Get focused. Get hired.
When you need a licensed plumber, call Stacy Ledwell and the staff at Mr. Rooter in Scottsboro. Mr. Rooter provides your home or business with advanced solutions using high-tech equipment. Our commitment to customer satisfaction shines through in our personalized service. When you schedule an appointment, our professionals will dedicate time to explain the work that has to be done. Our staff will give you upfront pricing, so you'll know exactly what's involved before any work begins. We even pump septic tanks and do new construction on houses. Fully licensed, bonded, and insured, Mr. Rooter in Scottsboro. Call Stacy Ledwell today to set up an appointment at 256-574-4710.
We are back with Mr. Alex Case, who I say is probably the hardest working man that I know. He wears many hats. He's over the emergency management services. He's our local mayor,
but it's
fireman.
It's all done with great teamwork.
Well,
great commission.
I guess so.
Yep.
But anyway, the reason I asked you to come on today is because tell us what's going on with this flooding.
Yeah, I mean, we all been watching since this last week with all the weather coming in and the amounts of rain that's been forecasted, and even today the forecast is a little bit less than what they anticipated earlier this weekend. Patrick Core, which is a local here to Dade County, we talked yesterday at church, and even this morning his forecast, a lot of the heavier rain is going to stay west of us, Memphis and further on west, but instead of us seeing 6, 8, or 10 inches, we may see a range between 4 or 6, a little bit more than 6, starting Tuesday evening all the way up into Saturday and Sunday. But Tuesday evening, probably into Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, we're going to have some of the heaviest rains. But just since Friday, we've had nearly 3.2 inches of rain or more just in Dade County.
See, if you'd asked me, I'd have said we've had 10 or 20 inches.
I've got a rain gauge I watch at home, and we have a couple weather stations throughout the county that people put up, and we have a weather station there at our office at 911, and we watch it. But I've got one I manually check and report into the weather service daily, and just watching it. But our ground is saturated. Our creeks, we're in moderate flood stage right now, based on Lookout Creek. Just about an hour ago, it was 12.83 feet, and that's just 0.83 feet over into moderate flood stage. We'll have to watch certain areas. Lookout Creek Road, Sales Lane, Creek Road by the hang gliders, Mason Road just past in Rising Fawn. We know where our low-lying areas are that will hit first. Even with school off today, we'll have the sheriff's office watch those areas as school buses make those routes early in the mornings and evenings, making sure we can divert if we have to. But
yeah, I was going to say, what are the dangers of?
Well, when you see water, turn around, don't drown is a slow go. If you try to drive through rised, moving water, if you have a low car, it don't take but a few inches to float that car and get it off the ground. So turn around, don't drown. Just don't do it. Just don't go through it. We do have folks that have bigger trucks that try to go through it, but you have the danger of possibly the road being washed out underneath it. where a culvert or tile has washed out and you could have a deeper hole. It's just stop it. Don't just turn around, get back out. But our ground is so saturated now that, water, TVA is flowing a lot of water through the river basin, which all of our water runs north. So with the high waters that TVA has, it all depends on how well the rivers are running and how well we're going to recede. So a lot of times we see flooding in the Mason Road area in Rising Pond before we start seeing flooding here in Trenton. So we'll be watching those areas. It's something we watch all the time when we get to this certain stage. Dade County Sheriff's Office day and night patrol will be helping us with that, and we'll be giving alerts out. KWIN is really good to give them out. We'll be tweeting them and updating what road closures we do have. If you take your time when you are driving. If you got heavy rain, you may see puddled water from the flash flooding. That's probably what's going to be your thing. Is so much rain, the tiles and the street basins can't hold them. Excuse me. So please be careful when you're driving.
Oh yeah, our city will be.
Yep.
Our street will probably be busy.
Yeah, when we seen this last week, the Dade County Public Works, our City Public Works, we had them really checking our high areas, making sure the ditches. We actually had a crew come in today for the county to go check from the rain from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because we do have some prone areas that leaves and other sediment and stuff stops up areas that we got some concerns. So Commissioner Rumley and Director Billy Massengale and his had a day crew come in today and go hit our high areas that we know where we may have some issues. They spent, some hours today doing that on a holiday. So we're supposed to have not see anything till maybe mid-afternoon tomorrow. So whatever we didn't get in our City Public Works, we'll check again. But there's just so much we can do when the basin can't handle, when the creeks can't handle it. Because all our water basin in this valley runs to the creek, to Lookout Creek or somewhere in the valley. So, all our water runs north, which flows into the Chattanooga River there at Moxkin Bend, just above Reflection Riding and all that. So we got to see what we got, and whatever it is. All the fire chiefs throughout the community has been updates. We send out updates to all this weather to all of our school administration, our Covenant College, everyone just stays abreast to be prepared.
I know it. I always notice there's a lot of wrecks when it starts flooding like this.
Drive safe, give yourself plenty of distance.
People hydroplaning.
With the flash flooding and the quick rain, it gets so quick, and even on the interstate, it can't run off the side of the interstate so quick. And even our county and city roads, if your ditching is over flood and as saturated as the ground is, the water is designed to taper off those roads, and if it's so saturated and it just builds up, you have a thin layer of water if it's coming so quick. So that's what the hydroplaning will do, and just drive safe, give yourself plenty of distance.
You don't have to be out, stay in.
Yep. So,
check on our little elderly people.
Yep. So if it does, most of the residents that live along Lookout Creek all over north and south know when the levels get and see, and they know what's going to flood in their area. We've had some records in the past, but hopefully most of the folks in that area know. But we're under a flood warning from now all the way up, I think, into Friday or Saturday or maybe even Sunday. So it means flood warning means.
But it is a little bit better than we thought.
Yeah, the inches of rain have went down from yesterday to today based on the National Weather and Patrick Corps forecast. I lean heavily on Patrick. He's a local man, and he's even.
That we all know Patrick.
Patrick's taking precaution on his property because he lives on Lookout Creek.
I know, he sure does.
He was telling me yesterday he's going to be moving some of his gardening stuff and some other things back away from the creek because he's figuring we're going to get close to out of the banks possibly in some areas.
Wow.
But that's common for that moderate to minor stage. We're just above we went from moderate to minor flooding, which that's the areas we'll start watching quickly, and we'll try to keep the roads updated on Facebook and Twitter. And just again, if you come,
KWIN.
Yep, KWIN usually is good to copy our stuff. But if you come to the yellow tapes, don't bust through it. We have people that likes to tear through it and go on, and you're taking that risk. We're asking you not to go through that road, and you take that risk and you get in there and get hurt, then we have to risk emergency services. We have a lot of problems on Creek Road with that, or Sales Lane along Lookout Creek. We usually close that where there's no residents, where the Rhino is, and we're really close to possibly just parking trucks in front of them to keep people from riding that road to go down there and play. That's our worst area, where people want to try to go and look at the creek, but it's dangerous. Right. And then we have to step to that series, and it's harder for us to rescue somebody that broke through something they wasn't supposed to be through there.
Right. Okay.
So just watch your weather, weather.gov, local stations, 3, 9, and 12. All the meteorologists are really good out of Chattanooga and help us, so they know our area, and just be safe.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you coming on, and just everybody take caution. We'll be right back.
Have lunch or dinner at Guthrie's, home of the original golden fried chicken finger and the best chicken finger sauce in the world. Guthrie's can help you plan your family's meals or get-togethers with bucket specials every Tuesday, those delicious wings on Wednesday, and platters every day of the week. Plus, get sweet tea by the gallon. Remember, Guthrie's has a party room for small gatherings, too. Guthrie's, Highway 136 West in Trenton, home of those golden fried chicken fingers and the best chicken finger sauce in the world.
Guthrie's, not fast food, good food fast.
A time-tested financial institution equipped with the latest banking technology, the Bank of Dade, with mobile banking to fit your on-the-go lifestyle. Download our latest app today for your iPhone, Android, or tablet to bank on the go. Check your balance, pay bills, make deposits, and keep track of your account anytime and anywhere with the Bank of Dade's smartphone app. Make life easier by using today's most advanced banking technology to your advantage. Call us at 657-6842 or visit on the web at bankofdade.com. Your hometown bank since 1956, the Bank of Dade. Main office is on Highway 11 North in Trenton, and drive-thrus on Highway 11 North and Highway 136 West. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Innovation and quality. Two things you don't normally hear about in a recruitment ad, but you'll hear a lot about innovation and quality when you join the team at Vanguard National Trailer. Vanguard is an industry leader in the production of dry van trailers and composite plate trailers.
And right now, Vanguard National Trailer is hiring energetic and hardworking team members to be assemblers and welders, as well as industrial maintenance for first shift openings.
And you'll work a full 40-hour week in 4 days, which means 3-day weekends. And overtime is available. Working at Vanguard National Trailer has other great benefits too, like paid holidays, paid vacation, medical, dental, vision, and life insurance, plus a 401k plan.
Full-time work, 3-day weekends, available overtime, and great benefits. That's Vanguard National Trailer.
Fill out your application today. Vanguard National Trailer is an equal opportunity employer.
Apply in person today. Starting pay $10 to $14 an hour, depending on position. Vanguard National Trailer Corporation, Highway 11 North, turn beside the Premier Healthcare Center on Vanguard Drive.
Can you gig it? Oh, yes, you can. We know you've been waiting for a long time, and now Tennessee Valley Net is bringing it to you. Gigabit internet service now available in certain areas of Dade County. Not just fast, super fast internet service now available from Tennessee Valley Net. People are talking, I mean really smiling about gig speed internet available in limited areas from Tennessee Valley Net. Call today at 706-657-4367 or log on at tvn.net and see if gig speed is available where you are. We know you'll gig it from Tennessee Valley Net.
I am back, and I have the most interesting little guest here today. His name is Kyle Westmoreland. He's in the 4th grade. Now, Kyle, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, who is your teacher?
My teacher is Miss Rose.
Miss Rose. You know what? I know Miss Rose. I remember her very first year of teaching here at Dade County. Now, tell us who your parents are.
My parents, my mom is Susie. And
your mom is, we all know her as Jessica Castillo Westmoreland.
Yeah.
And your dad is? Josh Westmoreland. And he works at the phone company, doesn't he? Well, now, and you have a little brother, right? He's what?
Annoying.
He's annoying. Oh, well, most little brothers are annoying.
Yeah.
What is his name?
Ivan,
and how old is he? 5. Okay. Well, you know what today is?
President's Day.
President's Day. So come on, speak up now. Sit up tall. Yes. I was just talking to him. I was telling him about my little dolls here. Now this I found this quite interesting. He knew who these guys were.
John F. Kennedy, Ronald Reagan, President Trump, Hillary Clinton, and President Trump.
Who do you think's the best president we ever had? What? What? This is why I should prep people before this show. That was not the best president. This was the best president we ever had. Yeah, who told you that? Well, oh my goodness. Oh my good. Well, it's okay. It's okay. You're still young. You still got a lot to learn. You still got a lot to learn. That's all right though. He was a good president. Okay. All right. Now tell me this. So you're in wrestling.
Yes.
And how long have you been wrestling?
This is my first year wrestling.
Come on, speak up a little.
This is my first year wrestling.
First year. Wow. How many matches have you had?
Oh, man. More than I can count.
More than you can count. Well, now tell us about this past week. Where you went and how well you did.
I went to Lafayette and I came 4th place.
Show us your medal here. Wow, look at that. Okay, and hey, and you now tell me about these pins here.
They're paper clips.
Okay.
Paper pins. It's supposed to be funny because they're like paper pins.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You had 3 pins this week, right?
Yep.
Stand up. Let's show them this shirt here. This is the cutest little shirt. Okay, now it says Rambler Rumble Wrestling in Lafayette, Georgia. So I guess this was the name of the event. Okay, and now turn around. Let me see the back. Now look at this. It says hold my headgear while I kiss your girlfriend. Had to put a little humor in there. Okay, now what does this mean right here? Midget.
It's my weight class.
Midget, isn't that cute? Midget, weight class, 65. Now, is that your weight? Or that's the weight class?
That's the weight class.
Okay. All right, and then over here, it tells he got 4th place and he had 3 pins. That is so neat. So now, what made you want to get into wrestling?
Oh.
Come on, sit. What made you want to get into wrestling?
It just sounded super fun.
Do you watch wrestling on TV?
Well, I watch wrestling videos on YouTube.
Like WWE?
No.
No?
That's fake.
Oh, that's fake. Oh, okay. So you watch the real deal?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you watch on YouTube?
Jordan Burroughs to teach me the moves, that's about it.
Well, now, who is your wrestling coach?
Coach Robert.
Coach Robert?
Yes.
Robert who?
Owens.
Robert Owens. Okay, now, and you're in elementary school.
Elementary.
How old do you have to be able to wrestle in school?
In
3 years old? They'll let you wrestle at 3 years old? Wow, they're getting them started young, aren't they? 3 years old? Well, now, I've noticed you brought something with you. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's a rug because we're going to get new wrestling mats. And their tickets are $5 each or 3 for $10.
So you are selling tickets for a 5x8 rug, and the drawing will be held on Friday, February the 22nd. That's not far away, like next Friday. Is it a pretty rug?
Yep, that's the rug.
Have you seen it?
Nope, I only seen it on the paper.
This real nice lady gave you that rug, didn't she?
Miss Monda gave me it.
This real nice lady at Discount Flooring. That's good. I hope you raise a lot of money because you need new mats, don't you?
Yes. We think we can hold it we're probably going to hold the tournament at Day next year.
Really? That's good. Are there a lot of kids that wrestle?
Well, some of them dropped out. Like, we had 13, now we have 10. And 6 out of 10 this weekend got a medal.
Really? Was all 10 of them there?
Yes.
That's great. Now, when you go to these tournaments, are they all day long? Are they?
Well, my dad helps coach, so
it's all day long for you, isn't it?
It's my weight class, and then we stay there until all the other people on our team finish.
Well, now, you had this tournament this last week. Now,
Yes.
where are you going next week?
Gordon Lee.
In that state?
Yep.
So you're going to state. Are you really excited about that?
Yeah, a little bit nervous.
A little bit nervous. I think you'll do fine.
Saturday's the real state, and then Sunday's state beginners.
Does your little brother wrestle too?
Nope. All he does is watch his tablet and eat food.
Watch his tablet and eat food.
Yep.
Well, now you got to watch what you eat, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You'll get out of that weight class.
Yeah, 70's a pretty rough weight class.
Do they weigh you every time before at your tournament?
Well, no, this weekend we had to go on Friday to weigh in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have to go Friday to weigh in, and then start Saturday and Sunday.
Does your mom and dad hold food from you when it's time to go weigh in?
They usually starve me about a day or two.
I've heard of parents doing that. Well, are you kind of weak when it gets time to wrestle?
No, but I might be. Saturday, we have to wake up at 5
in the morning to go to the tournament. Oh, wow.
And then they start at 7.
That's going to be rough on some kid that hadn't been able to eat for 2 days, then have to get up at 5. That's going to be pretty rough, isn't it?
Then...
Don't your mama work with abused kids? I mean, your grandmama?
Yeah.
Well, you might need to be having a talk with her in private.
What you trying to say?
I'm trying to say, if your mom and daddy's starving you...
It's a metaphor.
Okay. Well, all right. So what I want you folks to do is, if you see Kyle out, you need to buy some tickets from him, because they are trying to buy new mats, new wrestling mats, so that hopefully next year they can host a tournament here. Is that right?
Yeah. Because we are getting tired of driving all the way to Dalton, all the way back.
So you can't even have a tournament here in Dade County?
Not this year.
Because of the mats?
Yeah, I think what I heard was we had some mats, but they were all scratched and stuff.
I imagine they wear out pretty easy. Or I guess over the years, people fighting on them all the time.
Well, it's not that. Well, it could be, but there's a slight chance it's not.
Well, you need to keep those. You need to keep good, new, clean mats.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of people getting ringworms.
Yeah.
Off of dirty mats. That's real common in wrestling.
I actually got a wart off one of the mats.
You did?
Yep.
Wow. Hey, we need to help this kid get some new mats here. Okay. Well, Kyle, I appreciate you coming on. And you know what I want you to do?
What?
I want you to come on after your tournament next week and let us know how you did in state.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, you have a good week and good luck on your match. Okay?
All right.
All right. We'll be right back with Mr. John Taylor, who is going to be running for your Trenton City Police Commissioner. He's going to come on here and tell you a little bit about himself and why he would like for you to vote for him.
You know what they say about all work and no play. Well, at Mountain View Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, we believe that hard work should be rewarded. That's why we're giving you $15,000 in total savings on the 2019 Ram 1500. Or choose between a Dodge Journey or Jeep Renegade for just $15,988. All during Ram Truck Month. So come shop the #1 Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealer in the Tennessee Valley. Mountain View Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Alabama Highway. #1 for a reason.
NL Tax and Bookkeeping is ready to serve all of your tax needs. Nancy Anderton's been serving the tri-state area since 1978. Now you can get your taxes prepared with no out-of-pocket expenses. Ask about up to a $1,200 refund advance. It's fast, easy, safe, and convenient. NL Tax and Bookkeeping is open 8:30 a.m. till 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, and 8:30 a.m. till 2 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. Questions about the Affordable Care Act? We have those answers too. And we offer a free form price comparison. Experienced and professional tax services. NL Tax and Bookkeeping. 500 Alabama Highway 73, 7 miles from downtown Trenton. Call today at 706-657-4758 or 256-597-2829. NL Tax and Bookkeeping. 706-657-4758 or 256-597-2829.
The Moore family name has built a legacy of trust, compassion, and peace of mind by standing with families during time of loss. Now in our 70th year, the Moore family commitment grows even stronger, from affordable, traditional services to cremation. Our experienced staff stands ready to follow through on you and your family's wishes. Since 1945, the Moore family of funeral homes, North Sand Mountain and Trenton, always dedicated to those we serve.
When I first came down to RE/MAX Property Center, the thing that stuck out to me was the fact that it's like a family atmosphere here. Everybody enjoys working with each other, and all of our clients that come through the door, we treat them like family. We've got agents that's been in the business since the 80s, so that's one thing that sets us apart is the fact that the experience that we have within our company. We have so much to offer. So we invite you to call, text, or send a carrier pigeon if you have to have our team work for you.
Team RE/MAX, we're on your side.
Okay, we are here with Mr. John Taylor, and as I said earlier, if you live here in the city and you don't know John Taylor, you probably had your head in the ground somewhere, in a hole somewhere, because everybody knows you, John.
Yeah.
You worked for the city for several years?
Yeah, about 9 years.
Lived here your whole life?
Yeah, just about my whole life, yeah.
Now, do you have children?
No.
Well, now, John, just tell us, so you're running for the police commissioner.
Yes.
Now, tell me this, what made you decide to want to get in politics?
Well, I worked for the city and I've lived right here all my life, but I just, feel like I wanted to run for something, I've always wanted to, and then I finally retired, and so I said, well, it's a chance to do it, and so the police commissioner deal come up, so I said, I'm going to try to run for that. And
it's a 4-year term, isn't it?
Yes, I think it is, yeah.
Well, that's why you ran. So you're retired now.
Oh yeah, retired.
So you'll have plenty of time, I guess, to put into it.
Yeah, I'll have plenty of time. Sit there and grow old.
Well, do you have any ideas or anything you'd like to implement?
Well, right now I don't. I just, I really can't think of nothing. Just have to, if I get elected, get in there and then see, what I can do. See what comes up, and go from there about it. I can't sit here and make no promises about this or that. Just if I get elected, go from there.
Well, what are some of the things you're doing as far as campaigning?
Well, I have put some signs, and I got a few more signs to go out, but I've been going to some houses, and talking to some of the people I know, and I still got a few more to go to yet, and that's probably about it, you know.
Are you being perceived pretty good?
Yeah, I've had a lot of people, you know, said, yeah, they'd like to vote for me, you know. I said, well, I appreciate it.
Well, I know you made a lot of friends while you were
yeah, I know.
while you worked for the city.
Yeah, I know a lot of people around here. Like I said, I've been around all my life, and I do know a lot of people around here, and there's some good people in Trenton. And,
yeah.
And they sure are. I really do like the people here.
Well, now you said you've been here your whole life. Like, who are your parents?
My dad's name was Bob Taylor, and my mom's name was Kathleen. They're both deceased now. My dad, he passed away 30-something years ago, and then my mother, she passed away about 20-something years ago, and but she was. We grew up right here in Trenton, and you know. And
when you say we.
Me and my mother, my family, my brothers and sisters.
Who are your siblings?
I got a brother named Bobby and a sister named Angie and another sister named Darlene. And I got a younger brother, Jim, which he got killed a few years ago in a motorcycle crash down the road from here.
Well, now Angie, that's Angela.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know her as Angela.
Yeah,
I know her as Angela.
Yeah.
I know her as Angela.
Yeah, that's one of my sisters.
Yeah, I think everybody knows Angela.
Oh, yeah, everybody knows her. And that other sister, they don't know her too well.
Do they not?
Yeah, she's quiet.
Oh, are you saying Angela's not?
No, she's not too quiet.
So, now, does your other sister live here too?
She lives in Rising Pond.
Now, what's her name?
Darlene Castleberry's her name.
Darlene Castleberry. Yeah. I don't think I know her.
Yeah, she's...
Either.
She's married to Gary Castleberry.
So, and you live here in the city?
Yes, live in Rosewood. I got good neighbors in Rosewood.
Well, if you've retired, then you probably need something to do, don't you?
Not really. Well, yeah, I do really. It gets tired to sit around the house, and there's some days I do sit around the house and I get tired of it. But I like to, you know, if I get elected, I want to be like Trump. I want to make Trenton great again. No, I'm just kidding about that.
Well, you know, we're pretty great as we are.
Yeah, we are, really.
We are. I think we are. Well, John, I'm going to give you a minute to look out there and ask people for your vote. For their vote.
Yeah.
Just put it in your own words.
Like I say, I'm running for street commissioner and
police commissioner.
Police commissioner, yeah. I'm not running for your street commissioner.
Yeah, you gonna run against me?
Oh man, I'm mixed up here. But anyway, I appreciate it if you would vote for me for police commissioner, and I really do appreciate it if you would, and I thank you. That's about all I got to say.
Okay, that's good enough.
Okay.
Well, that's John Taylor, and he's running for your Trenton City Police Commissioner. And the election is on
March 19th. And early voting starts, I think, the 25th of this month.
Well, let me tell you, that's just around the corner.
It's next week, I think. The early voting is.
Yeah, that's just around the corner. Yeah. Wow. I didn't realize it was that close.
March 19th of February, so it's about a month away, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right. We'll be right back.
Delivering top-quality primary health care locally. We are Northeast Alabama Health Services. With 7 locations, there's one near you. Scottsboro, Section, North Sand Mountain and Higdon, Skyline, Woodville, Fife, and Fort Payne. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and of course your private insurance. If you're unemployed, low income, or have a high copay or deductible, you may also qualify for a reduced rate office visit as low as $16. Ask about our free medication program, and ladies, you may qualify for a free or reduced rate mammogram. Dental referrals for our patients with tooth removal and fillings for only $15. Putting your health concerns first, we're Northeast Alabama Health Services. Cervical cancer screenings now available at Northeast Alabama Health Services. Come enjoy pizza for lunch or dinner in a family-friendly atmosphere at Stevie B's Pizza in Fort Payne. Enjoy the buffet and salad bar anytime, or have a specialty pizza made to order. At Stevie B's, take advantage of 2-Stamp Tuesday for adult and senior buffets, and Thirsty Thursdays when drinks are free after 4 p.m. Take out any medium pizza weekdays between 2 and 5 for just $4.49. And on the weekends, take out any 2 large pizzas just $14.99. Book your parties now by calling Stevie B's at 256-979-1234. Stevie B's Pizza, 2200 Galt Avenue North, Fort Payne.
A small bank with big service. Citizens Bank and Trust, offering a wide range of services, including online banking. Pay your bills, manage your account anytime, 24 hours a day. Your account balance is only a phone call away as well at 657-1234. Or visit our convenient locations. Lookout Mountain, Georgia, Higdon, Alabama, or our main branch on Highway 11 in Trenton. Citizens Bank and Trust, 657-5678. A community bank that believes in the community. Citizens Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Paul Feinbaum, you tell it like it is.
This is the SEC. SEC.
Well, they all just play one more iron, but whoever wins, the other team just have to get out. Don't even play football in the SEC no more.
You realize Alabama lost to Auburn last year, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I laid in bed 2 days.
The Paul Feinbaum Show, weekday afternoons 3 to 7 on News Radio 1420 and 106.1 FM KWN and Chattanooga's News Talk 97.7 KWN. When you or a loved one is facing a life-limiting illness, hospice care may be the answer. At Tapestry Hospice, the patient is the focus of our care. We're here to serve you and facilitate your wishes. Tapestry caregivers are concerned with managing your pain, keeping you in touch with your physician, and helping you make plans for the future. Hospice is life-affirming, and Tapestry Hospice can help you deal with all aspects of life, mind, body, and soul. Call Tapestry Hospice for more information. 706-383-8812. That's 706-383-8812. Tapestry Hospice. Redefining hope.
We are here with Jessica Castillo Westmoreland, and if you remember that name, the little boy that was on here earlier that's being starved a couple of days before his tournament, for his match, this is his mom.
I would just like to go on the record and say he does not get starved, but he is not allowed to eat a dozen cupcakes.
Well, now, have you not heard, what is that saying? If you want honesty,
ask a child.
It comes from the mouth of babes. I think something.
Now, I will say the night before his tournament, we only let him have like a lot of protein stuff, and then we make him drink a Pedialyte the night before so he's good and hydrated the next day. But as far as get starved, that child is not starved.
Well, he didn't look like he was being starved. That was his words, not mine. That was his words. But Jessica does taxes over here at Tax Masters, the turtle tax over here.
Tax Masters 101.
Tax Masters 101. Okay, Jessica, have you been busy this year?
We've been slammed.
Slammed.
Yep.
Okay, I guess it's coming to a close.
It's coming to a close. Luckily, we didn't get the government shutdown. We did get a deal, so I didn't have I had a lot of people swarming in because the last time I came, I said to come in before, our potential shutdown because the refunds could be delayed or the IRS could be shut down. So, yeah, we had a lot of people coming in to file, but luckily we didn't have that. We've got people getting their returns this week. We had them getting their returns last week. So it's really been going smooth, but we have been really busy.
Well, now, what are some last-minute things people need to think about before?
Last-minute things is a lot of people that usually the people that file first are the ones that get their W-2s and they're going to get money back. But if you're going to have to pay, make sure to come see me before the 15th of April.
They wait till the end.
They wait till the end and either come in and pay or file for an extension. That's all I can tell you.
You know what? I file for an extension and then file for another extension. The lady that does my taxes, and no offense to you guys, but Nancy Anderton.
I don't want your Rubbermaid bucket full of receipts.
Poor old Nancy Anderton. She's done my taxes for almost 30 years, I guess. And
it probably takes her all those extensions to get it done.
Bless her heart. That's all I can say is bless her heart. I take her a gift every year.
Well, she probably deserves it.
She does. Listen, the woman does. The woman does. She deserves it. She deserves it. And the reason I keep going back to her is because she knows. You know, she remembers and she knows.
She's familiar.
She knows my stuff more than I know it. And then, of course, now Nathan has his all done. His. I'm sure his are already done. But we wait till...
Probably with like Post-its and little dividers all planned out.
Nathan's is all done.
Yours is the Rubbermaid bucket.
Normally a Rubbermaid bucket, a shoebox, a bag, my purse I'm digging through.
Hey, listen, a lot of people don't know that if you didn't file taxes in the last couple of years, you can still file those taxes. So bring them down and we'll get them done.
Well, I always file. It's just that I'm like in
Well, I've had a couple people come in with shoe boxes, Wanda, and they're like, "Well, I haven't filed in 5 years." They didn't know if they didn't know if they could. And I'm like, "Yeah, you have to, or they'll come get your money. You gotta file. If you had income turned in on you, they're gonna be like, well, you owe us money." So.
Okay, so you need to file before April the 15th.
For April the 15th, they're coming and file for an extension.
What does it cost to file for an extension?
I don't think it costs anything through our system. It's part of the services that we provide.
Really?
Mm-hmm. As long as you use us to file and you have a prep, you have your prep fee or whatever. So.
Wow. Well, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, well, tell me this. So you still have people coming in though pretty regular right now, and most of those people are getting refunds.
Most of those people are getting refunds.
Well, have you seen changes this year?
I have seen changes, especially for people that are filing single. You know, we have the new Tax Act law now that Trump put into place, so more people are getting money into their checks during the year and less in taxes during the year. So some people that are coming in and filing are wondering why they're not getting as much money back, you know, as they were last year. But it's because they got it throughout the year instead of all at once at the end of the year.
Well, now I thought that depended on how your deductions.
Well, yeah, it depends on your deductions, but as far as, like, if you're just a single person and you have come in with a W-2 and you think you're going to, you know, where last year you could have got a couple $100 more, you might get a couple hundred less or, you know, the same. It just depends on what you bring in. With 1099 and W-2, Schedule C, it just depends.
But you're saying it's because with the new Tax Act,
you're getting more money in your pocket throughout the year, less
which
at the
to
end of the
me
year.
makes sense. Why do we want to let the government keep our money?
And this is the last year you're going to have to pay the Obamacare fee.
Isn't that wonderful? And what
especially for somebody that comes in that's single and they're only going to get, you know, $900 and then $695 gets taken because they didn't have insurance and they were 21 years old. I mean, I think you should always have insurance, but for a 21-year-old, you know, they're not, you know.
Well, no, I think a 21-year-old needs insurance.
Well, I do too, but I'm just saying as far as...
Can a 21-year-old still be on their parents' insurance?
If they're in school.
Okay.
You can be on there till you're 26.
Honey, our son was there till he was 26. He was. But now, you know what? He wasn't in school till he was 26.
That's what it's supposed to be, until they're 26 years old.
Well, I'm sure we wouldn't do anything wrong. But I don't think...
Even if he's a part-time student, it doesn't matter how much he goes to school or how less he goes to school. As long as he's some sort of student.
School.
Maybe that counted.
I don't.
It's up to your insurance company. It's not up to me.
Huh? I don't really know. I'm just pretty sure he was on our insurance.
But it is $695 and $365 for children.
$365 for children that had no insurance.
Which there's really no excuse to not have insurance for your kids because there's so many, you know.
Yeah, if you can't afford it, we have like Peach Care and stuff like that. But what was the idea behind finding people because they didn't have insurance?
I think what the whole thing is about is for the people that did get the Obamacare, it's kind of funded through the people, you know, people that are having to pay the penalty. It kind of goes to the funding part. So the people that are getting penalized for not having it, it's kind of going towards the people that got the the Obamacare through the marketplace.
Okay. Well, that was another thing I didn't like.
You know what? It's so funny. I was talking about this too.
Look here. This is my favorite president.
When you open your heart to patriotism, there is no room for prejudice.
You should have brought your mug.
I gave that to Nathan.
I know, but you should have borrowed it.
Oh, well, I guess I should have. But anyway. Okay, so, all right. So over here at Taxmasters, you're open. Give me your hours.
9 to 4 now. We were 9 to 5. We're 9 to 4 now.
9 to 4. Is that Monday through?
It's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We're closed on Wednesdays. Did I say Wednesday? Closed on Wednesdays. Saturdays, 9 to 12.
9 to 12. Okay, and if they wanted to reach you by telephone.
It's 423-635-9883.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about your fees.
Our fees depend on what you have to come into file. We'll match anybody. Whatever you were getting charged, we'll charge you the same amount, no matter if you were getting.
And you know, I thought this was really nice. I saw you the other day. There was a young lady that came in, and she wasn't getting but like $100 back.
It was $104.
And you just done it for free.
Well, I'm not going to, I mean, she's only going to get $104, so, and she didn't have that much income, and they had more money really put out in tithes than anything else, so I did not feel I could charge her, so I just did it for free.
Oh, I think that was
yeah, so there's just...
And it wasn't like she had this big, long tax return that took you a long time.
And I'm not going to do it for $50 if you bring me a bucket of a Rubbermaid bucket. But if you got it nice and neat, like maybe Nathan's, maybe, I don't know, let's see.
Now, and there was something else. Okay, and there was something that changed about the about claiming children.
Yeah, the PATH Act just got lifted on the 15th. So
now
those
tell
of
us
you,
what the PATH Act is.
So the PATH Act was put into place by the IRS to keep people from claiming children who were not their children. Now you can only claim children if you're blood related to the child. So your boyfriend can't claim your children, or.
So are you telling me that people was coming in just claiming children?
Yeah, like if you were, if I was with somebody and they had a whole bunch of kids and I tried to claim them, now that you can't do that anymore. You have to be a blood relation, and the IRS does not see a blood relation with cousins, which is a little, I don't know why, but they don't. So you can't claim your cousins.
So it has to be
a blood relation.
Okay, now what would that be?
A grandchild, a daughter, a son, brother, sister, something of that sort. Mom, dad, you can claim your parents. But the PATH Act wasn't put into place to keep people from claiming children that were not their children to claim.
Well, now, if they claimed them, then wouldn't that mean that the actual parent could not claim them?
Right, they cannot claim them.
Well, what would be the advantage to letting someone else claim their child?
So, say you worked 3 months out of the year and you made $4,000 or $10,000, but I worked all year and made $50,000. It'd be more beneficial for you to claim my 3 kids than for me because you're in a lower income bracket. And you would get more earned income credit.
That's how people get back way more than they paid in.
Right. So they put this act into place to keep people from doing that. Okay. So the PATH Act got lifted on the 15th. They had all the people that filed that had children and qualified for earned income credit like in this basket waiting to get released. They were just looking over all of it, because most of the people that have kids and are going to get that much money back, they usually file between the 3rd week of January and the 15th of February.
Of course,
because as soon as they get it, they're filing. So they hold it till the 15th, and as soon as the 15th's gone and they've gone through everybody's return to make sure those kids are their kids, they lift it and you'll start seeing refunds.
Well, now,
here soon.
how will they prove that those kids are theirs, or how do you prove when you go to file your taxes? Like, if a person comes in, how do you know if the kids they're telling you they're claiming are their kids?
Well, they have to bring us a copy of their Social Security cards. They have to bring us, if they're adopted or, a grandparent is taking over custody of the child, they have to bring us school records, a letter of guardianship, or custody papers, and things like that.
Do you send that in with their tax returns?
The IRS doesn't request us send in copies of it, but we have it on file just in case they ask questions about if that child is, capable of being on that return.
So, okay, well, you said that they're looking over it to make sure that's their children. How are they looking over it?
A lot of times how the IRS does it, especially if it's been you filed years past, they look to see how you filed last year. So if you weren't claiming, these 3 kids last year, well, what changed? Why are you claiming them this year? But if you've claimed them, where'd you get 3 kids? Right. So if you had the same kids, since they were born, they're not really gonna, you'll kind of just go through the system, but you're still held there because of all the people that. That's what always happens. Things change because all the people are doing something wrong, and the people have to wait.
Punishes everybody.
Punishes everybody.
And people will find a way around this too.
It'll be hard, though. I mean, it really will be. Because the laws have changed, they're so strict now as far as who you can claim and how you can claim, I think it would be a little difficult.
And, you sitting here explaining it to me, I'm wondering why in the world they hadn't done that before now.
They've done it the last 3 years. So.
Oh, okay.
It's been done for the last 3 years, so.
Okay.
It normally is always the 15th when it ends up. And most people that have children and earned income credit won't see their refunds until next week or the following week. It's usually late February is when they start seeing their returns.
So they come file early, but they have to wait now for a little while.
They have to wait, yeah. Okay. It's coming, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us again the name of the company, where it's at.
Taxmasters 101, located next door to Discount Flooring on Main Street. And my number is 423-635-9883.
And your hours again?
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 9 to 4, Saturday, 9 to 12.
Okay. All right, Jessica. we appreciate Jessica coming on today. And if you hadn't filed your taxes, go up there. She'll be happy to assist you. I guess you just take walk-ins too.
Yeah, walk-ins, appointments. It doesn't matter if there's I'm closed on Wednesdays, but if that's like the only day that you can come, you can call and make an appointment, and I'll be sure to get down here to you.
And I've seen you there late at night too.
I've been. This last week was the only week I had left at regular time, but the week before we weren't leaving until like 9 o'clock. We were just so busy.
Wow. Okay. So if a person needs you there at night, you will.
Yeah, if you could, is that the only time you can just make an appointment? My life revolves around wrestling, so I'm down here anyway.
Yeah, she's at home starving that little boy.
Yep.
Got to make sure he makes
Starving
that weight.
him.
Okay. All right. Thank you all for tuning in today. Stay dry. Be sure to listen to Mr. Alex Case.
We might have to ride our kayaks in tomorrow.
Yeah. Be sure to listen to him on the dangers of the wet roads, the flooding. And we will see you next week. Thank you.
You've been watching Around Town on KWN Community TV Channel 7. The views and opinions on tonight's program are not necessarily those of staff nor the management of KWN Community TV Channel 7 and Dade County Broadcasting Incorporated. Join us every week for another edition of Around Town on KWN TV 7.